Women of Reddit, what would you like all men to stop doing, immediately, as of right now? If you have a medical issue, please get it sorted. Stop ignoring it. My partner has been ignoring a problem with his IAMD, never saw a doctor and had an appointment last year but missed it as he felt he couldn't miss a few hours of work. Luckily I made him sit in R&D and told him not to come home until they have seen him. He was seen and his sight can now be saved. If he'd have left it he could have gone blind. Sending unsolicited dick pics. Not that all men do, of course. Been alive for 43 years. Can't tell you how easy it has been to never send anyone a picture of my penis. Edit. Thanks so much for all the awards. Saying they are an alpha male. Are males really still in alpha? When's the full release? There is never any reason to touch my lower back when you walk past me. In fact, 99 times out of 100 you do not need to touch me at all to walk past me. Seeing sorry. I'm not interested as a challenge. I've found I'm a lesbian is also seen as a challenge. Assuming kindness is flirtation. Oh yes, one time my husband had a work Christmas party with his 40-some odd employees. As his wife, I felt obligated to socialize. I started talking to one guy, who blurted out I'm married. I was like, yeah, I know, and your wife works for my husband. I would like them to stop asking, is it that time of the month? Every time I am upset of something. Or asking, does it have to be now when periods come at an inconvenient time? IDK. Does your hair have to grow right now? Do you really have to eat every day? Not participating in household chores. Be an adult. It is your house as well. We are not your mamas. If you aren't my husband you have no business touching my waist or lower back. Ever. Stop that now. Not participating in housework because you didn't tell me to. Be a grown-up and an equal partner. You know it needs to be done, don't play dumb. I think one of the reasons my marriage has continued to last and be happy is because my wonderful husband gets this. Is he perfect? No. I'm not perfect either. But if something needs doing, he does it. It's not my job or your job, it's our job. Diaper needed changing. He changed it. Floor needed vacuuming. He vacuums it. I see his car needs gas. If I'm using it, I fill it. There are dishes in the sink. I wash them. I thought this was the norm. My parents had a similar relationship. But I have realized it's not. There are far too many women married to man children and need to guide them through life. SMH. Thinking that a no can eventually turn into a yes if they keep trying. Someone clearly never had a mum that wouldn't let them buy Lego as a kid. Coming up to women waiting for the bus alone at night and asking for their phone numbers, asking them out. This happens so often and I don't see how anyone can think it's appropriate. Obviously the answer is always going to be no, but it does not feel like a safe situation to give a firm no in. I had some guy offer me $40 to go home with him. It was winter. In Canada. I was bundled up to my chin. And we were at an isolated bus station in an industrial area where nothing was open. So that was a fun evening. Upside down face. Luckily, he was tiny and I am built like a brick shithouse. So I wasn't too worried. But it made me really think about my more petite sisters. Stop telling girls to smile. Shut the fuck up. Especially strangers. Where the fuck did this come from? Is it something that fathers pass on to sons? Why are so many men concerned about my smile? It's not just strangers either. I had a boss wondering why I wouldn't smile and I looked sad as if it was a performance issue. Catcalling. Disrespecting women's boundaries. Using 3-in-1 lol. I'm waiting for 4-in-1 so I don't have to buy toothpaste either. Treating the stuff they see on Pornhub as if it's realistic. Internet porn is not sex ed, fellas. Nor is it real life. Talk to your partner. Communication is key to good sex for both partners. Blaming women if you can't get laid. If you can't get laid you're the common denominator, so it's probably you woman with medium light skin tone. Shrugging. Yes. This goes for women who complain about not being able to find a good man too. INB for complainers. There are plenty. Downplaying things when we talk about sexual assault or harassment. Super glad none of your friends do that, hopefully, but just because your friends don't do it doesn't mean it's not a problem. Also, your friends might do it. You have no idea. You might have to face this uncomfortable truth. Rape is performed by normal seeming, well-liked people. Some men assume that not calling women slurs is what makes them nice. That cannot be where the bar is. I'd like those men to stop pretending that's the minimum. I once saw a meme about a guy bragging that he didn't rape an unconscious woman when he had the chance. And it said you drop this king crown. It had like 30k upvotes and so many awards. But I was like so disturbed. Because since when did only not raping a woman make you a king? Like how did the bar get so low? Stop thinking that it's feminine to have a skincare routine. Skin health is important. Dudes probably also need to realize that doing some traditionally feminine things isn't a bad thing. Smelling nice and looking a bit less haggard can't ever be bad. Stop being afraid to show your fellow bros affection, love, and care. It's not gay. You're acting like we don't kiss our homies goodnight. Sexualizing everything we do. Getting angry BC they don't get sex but then calling women whores for sleeping with anyone. As the only woman in my team of 6 men, and actually the only woman in our small branch of about 20 men, I'd like to say this. Stop looking at me as a sexual object before you look at me as a professional member of the workplace. Stop neglecting basic hygiene. When I say I'm lesbian I would love for them to stop saying you just haven't met the right guy yet or I can change you if you give me one night with you. It's disgusting and makes me more of a lesbian. And no, I will not give you proof that I am a lesbian for your own pornography fantasies. My favorite response is to say, maybe you haven't met the right man yet. Have you ever had gay thoughts? Lol. Unsolicited advice when we describe our occupation hobby. Especially intolerable when they have no experience in said occupation hobby. Please stop putting shirtless bathroom pics and dating profiles. My personal favorite were one taken in public bathrooms. Suggesting that women who have been sexually harassed or assaulted somehow misunderstood the situation. Stop trying to make women squirt by furiously jamming fingers into vaginas. No. That doesn't feel good and obviously our bodies try to get you to stop by shooting projectile fluid at you. Mayoidky, but this makes me think of how a squid octopus shoots ink when threatened. A woman may be fat or unattractive, but that doesn't mean she's desperate enough to allow drunken grubby attentions from a guy who sees her as his backup girl. Spitting on walkways. Christ. Staring at women as if they were a free steak. Edit. I am not denying that women and others do the same. But that's not what the post was asking lol. Having to stare dead ahead at a stoplight for minutes at a time because some creepy group of guys in a truck are just staring you down the whole time. Taking it personally when a woman is not romantically sexually interested in you. Of course. If she leads him on it's one thing. However, if she tells you that she isn't interested, don't be a baby about it. I can't tell you guys how many friendships have been ruined simply because I wouldn't go on a few dates with guys. Being just friends is so hard for some. Why? Friendships are ruined, I agree. But sometimes guys end the friendship so they can manage their feelings. I've knew a year for about 2 years and realized and I really liked her but she didn't reciprocate. I tried to stay friends but eventually told her that I need to stay away from her because it hurts. Sometimes it's not ruining this. It's just maintenance of some sort. Talking to me like I'm stupid or incompetent. Also please stop assuming I can't drive a stick. TBF, most people can't drive a stick these days. Edit. Should have clarified I meant in the us. Stop protecting bad men. I'm sick and tired of dealing with predatory men. I just want to be able to go to work and not be harassed and be able to go for a run at night and not worry about being attacked. To drink too much and not have to worry about being assaulted. I want to be safe. Thinking tasks involved in the care of children come more naturally to mum than to dad. Yep. My uterus makes it easier to change diapers. And making a baby bottle? My uterus told me to read the directions on side of the formula can. Stop making conversations sexual and creepy. And please stop asking for a selfie right away when we never talked at all. I'm tired of trying to make new friends because they end up wanting sexual favors and they never care about what I talk about and end up removing me because they didn't get their way. I'm sick of it. My real life friends are vanishing. I've been upset as of late because my personal life has gone a bit downhill and being treated like a sexual object and not a human has been making me feel worse about myself when I am already struggling with stuff. I really just want friends that actually care. PD, PS in English. Not all men obviously. Stop thinking that sex only involves a man having an orgasm. Ignore social cues to leave others alone. If I am wearing earphones reading curtain, my response is to you, I'm not interested in conversing, engaging, dating, fucking you. I understand wanting to start a polite conversation. But if the other person is occupied, uninterested, shrieking that they are being rude, a cunt, a cocktease is inappropriate. Just learn to read the fucking room and take a hint. Expecting their wives or girlfriends to do majority of housework and childcare when they both work full-time jobs. So ridiculous. Missing the damned toilet. You are better off asking them to clean up, missus. The aiming device is inconsistently precise. Grilling women on our interests to make sure we are legit. 1. You wouldn't do it to another male. 2. People blank when grilled like that. 3. You don't have to know everything about a thing to really like that thing. You play video games, huh? What's Mario's great grandmother's blood type? Stop stealing my fucking stuff off my desk. Being annoying won't make me like you. Being kind will. Are you a third grader? Strategic incompetence for tasks that are commonly associated with women. These range from seeing that a household chore needs to get done to scheduling a meeting, writing meeting minutes, remembering a birthday, that the towels need washing, etc. We see you. We know what you're doing. We know that you know this stuff needs to get done and that you're capable of doing it. No one was born knowing how or wanting to do these tasks. Fucking stop it with the excuses. You're an adult. Honking their horn whilst driving past and wolf whistling. Being deliberately incompetent doing housework. Stop being so lazy. Stop turning every conversation with me into a lecture about something. You're just talking at me. It drives me insane. And to be clear, that's different from talking passionately about something. I'm referring to men who decide the women they're speaking to definitely don't know anything about a particular topic and need to learn now. This is one of my biggest pet peeves, and I feel like some guys don't really know where the line is. So I'd like to provide examples. My husband loves planes. I could listen to him go on and on about his favorite planes, miraculous landings, cool pilots, etc. because he is telling me about what he likes. I brought my PC into Best Buy so I could get it warranted. The guy behind the counter went on and on about proper PC care and the different parts and how they work. Even after I told him I had built my PC myself. He was telling me what he thinks I need to know, even though I had made it very clear already that I have some knowledge in this area. I hope that made sense. Catcalls. Pretending to get to know women just to get sex. Hate men who lie about their intentions just to add to their body count. Spitting. Especially when it's directly in a walk path. Please just stop. It's fucking disgusting. Assuming that if you're kind to a woman you get sex as a reward. The typical nice guy routine. Stop creating a friendship with ulterior motives, then get mad when we don't want a relationship with you. Compatible or incompatible, both parties get a choice. Reading through this thread has made me realize that maybe I'm not such a bad person. Pretending you want a professional or creative relationship when you just want a sexual one. Explaining something you already know just because you are a woman and OFC you wouldn't have a clue. Look, I've learned that men aren't the only ones that do this, girls can do it too. But seriously, just listen to the person before assuming they have no knowledge on the topic. Then add to it instead. And if there is nothing to add, then move on. Bloody well, stop explaining the job I've been doing for 40 odd years to me. Seriously. Just stop. Catcalling. Thinking in archaic terms of women hold less value than men, aren't as important, intelligent, and act like a women's place, wife, is in the kitchen, or at home cleaning while still earning an income and raising the children. Things are starting to improve in some groups, but there are still generations of particular groups of men who want a relationship where the woman takes care of the man. Men need to raise their children to contribute more to the household and be a better example for their children. Do not flirt with women who are working. They are working and most of the time do not want your advances. Weaponizing competence. As a guy, I wanna say being repulsed buying tampons for their GF so you're not gonna grow a vagina by touching them. You have balls, be a man and take care of your lady and get her what she needs. Also, chocolate helps too. Seeing virginity as a problem that needs to be fixed, whether it be a man's or woman's.